Also from Canada, Jamie Fornier and Everest Zhu. They'll be third to go. And the team from Mexico, Paulo, Lanella, Stanley, and CG Urano. And last to go from China, it's Shishi Xiao and Ling Hao He. So there they are, your first 5 teams in this rhythm dance. They've got a 5-minute warm-up now, and there's confirmation of how they'll go. So let's take a look at Wang and Shinu. Yeah, so these two have sat out the last 2 seasons due to illness, so great to see them back. And they did compete in the Cup of China this year, where they finished in 7th place and competed in the skates. They finished in a very creditable 4th place. Looking really strong here. So I'll be interested to see how the lack of competition and training over the last couple of seasons affects them. Wish them well though. So second to go for Canada, a team that finished 6th in nationals this year. Henson and Nathan Hickers. And they were 6th in the Nebelhorn Trophy in Oberstdorf this year. Finished 7th in both the Kinoshita Group Cup in Osaka and in the Lake Placid International at the beginning of the season.
These two made the transition to the senior level a couple of seasons ago. They earned a silver medal earlier this season at the Ice Challenge.
Third to go for Canada, it's Jamie Fornier and Everest Zhu. These two 7th in the Canadian National Championships this year. Competed as juniors back in 2023. Runners-up in the Ice Challenge in Graz this season. Finished at 9th place in the Lake Placid International. Team that train in Montreal, as do many of the teams.
They competed internationally starting in 2024 and made their first.
Here's the team from Mexico. Paulo, Lanella, Stanley, CG Urano. These two train in Leesburg in the USA. And they're a team that have competed at the 4 continents before. They finished in 14th place last year. Finished 11th in the Nebelhorn Trophy. Sorry, in the NRW Trophy in Dortmund, and 9th in the Swiss Open in Lausanne.
These two are the reigning national ice dance champions and 2-time national ice dance medalists who also captured the bronze at the Copenhagen.
Last to go, Xiao and Ling Hao He finished 10th in the 4 Continents Championships last year. Had a pretty busy season. Finished 7th in the Santa Claus Cup this year. Did compete in 1 Grand Prix, that was the Cup of China, where they finished in 9th place, but did really well in the Asian Winter Games in Harbin, where they finished in 4th place. So that's it. That's your 5 teams in this opening group. And just looking at the requirements for the rhythm dance this year, it's a great rhythm, or great selection, should I say, if you haven't seen it this season yet. So the teams can choose any music styles from the 1990s. So you can imagine we're going to get some really good variations in that. They've got to do one pattern dance step sequence, a choreographic element, one short lift, no more than 8 seconds, step sequence, not touching, and of course the set of sequential twizzles. Important to get the fluids on, and our first team won't do too much over the closing minute here. So the Chinese team first to go.
Our first skaters represent People's Republic of China.
首先登场的是中国组合王六信宇。
So a big moment for this team to get us underway here in the rhythm dance at the ISU Figure Skating 4 Continents Championships 2026. Representing China, this is Wang and Xinu Liu. Yeah, a really great way to start. Well done to Xu Wang and Shinu Liu for China. Great effort there.
中国组合王诗烨、柳信宇。
Yeah, it's been really, really tough for this team because things were definitely going in the right direction for them. If you go back to 2019, they finished 15th in the World Championships, 7th in the Four Continents. Following year, they didn't compete at Worlds, but they did compete at the Four Continents Championships, where they nearly got themselves a medal, finished in 4th place. Following year, 13th in the World Championships, then 12th in the Olympic Winter Games. And then after that, because of illness and health problems, they sat out the end of the 2023 season, so didn't get to go to Worlds or Four Continents, and then missed the next 2 seasons, which really has stopped their momentum. But you can see, even from the super slow-mos here, they've come back with real confidence, and the quality of what they're doing is not bad at all. Managed to get themselves to the Skate to Milano qualifier, where they finished in 4th place. They've earned themselves a place at the Olympic Winter Games. So important for them to come here and put down as good a rhythm dance as they possibly could. And I think they've done themselves proud, to be honest. They got a really good score in Beijing at the Skate to Milano event. Got 67.59 there. You go back to 2020, they were up in the 70s, 10 points higher. But let's hope things are going in the right direction for them.
Wang and Xiao have earned 64.41.
They'd have liked a little bit more than that, I think, but yeah, they're all nodding in the kiss and cry, so 64.41 sets the standard and they'll take it.
Our next skaters represent Canada.
接下来登场是加拿大组合。
Lim and Henson.
So now, representing Canada, we've got some Ricky Martin and a whole load more. This is Lily Henson and Nathan Lickers. Yeah, really enjoyed that. This is a team debuting here at the Four Continents, and I think they're really, really pleased with how that went. Had a pretty busy season, and they've done pretty well so far. Lily Henson, Nathan Lickers for Canada. Remember, this team finished 6th in the Canadian National Championships this year. Actually, a place lower, 1 place lower than they did last year. But given the nod to come here to the Four Continents, and important when you're given these opportunities, you've got to take advantage of it. And I think that's exactly what they did. They've come out and given it their best shot. You can really see from how deep they are on the edges, really covered the ice nicely. Really difficult entry into the twizzles, difficult free leg position. And on the twizzles, technical panel have taken a look at them, but both getting level 4s, which is great for them. Yeah, there's a good chemistry between them, and love the way they project out into the crowd. So the judges do too.
The scores, please.
Okay, they're chasing that 64-41. So they need a season's best score to get that. It is a season's best score, not quite enough. 62.96. So they're into 2nd place, but they'll be pleased with that.
约定5分钟内62.96分，刷新赛季最好成绩，目前暂列第2位。
Our next skaters represent Canada.
接下来登场的是加拿大组合。
So we're staying with Team Canada now, and the team that finished in 7th place at Nationals, and another team debuting here at the Four Continents. A young team, this. A couple of seasons ago, competing as juniors. This is Jamie Fornier and Everest Zhu. Oh, she lost the twizzle there. That's going to cost them. Took a while to get back in as well. Oh, that was a nasty fall. that was a tough one. The main thing is they're okay and made it to the end, but a nasty, nasty fall there on the step. And then there was the mistake on the twizzle as well, which technical panel are just taking a look at it. In real time, he got a 4, she got a 3, but of course they're going to get negative grade of execution on that because it got a little bit ragged, to say the least. Yeah, so it was the pattern dance that went south for them, and they lost what, 3, nearly 4 points on the GOE, and of course they're going to get a 2-point deduction because they both fell. Here's the twizzles, but didn't get to see the bit where she just lost the momentum. Shame, because I really like the look of these two. Yeah, not dead sure what happened there. She tends to skate a little bit with her hips back. I think if she get hips underneath her a little bit more, things would look a lot better, and she'd actually get a little bit more power out of the skate. But she's in a good team, skates in Montreal, and you know they've got the depth of talent of coaches there, and they're skating with the best skaters in the world in Montreal. So things will get better for these two. But that was a tough one. So their personal best score for the rhythm dance is 50.88. Not going to get anywhere near that. Remember, the component score does reflect the falls as well. Important words for them. But I've got to say, they are a pleasing team to watch, that's for sure. Roman Hoganauer, the choreographer for the rhythm dance here. Number is 64.41, the leading score at the moment. And in fact, it's more bad news. They're going to actually get 3 deductions. So 3 points taken off, 2 for the falls, and there's another 1-point deduction for the interruption of the program in excess of a second, so, or in excess, should I say. So it looks to me as though the judges have got their scores locked in. We've got 2 more teams to go in this opening group, and then there's going to be an ice resurface before the final 2 groups. To get these scores up, but looking down, I think the scores are locked in. Glad they came through it unscathed, because that was it certainly was a nasty fall. But, good news for them is that there's only 15 in it, so everybody's going to make it through into the free dance. There'll be the Mexicans coming up next, and then we've got another team from China in this opening group. And in the next group, teams from Brazil, China, Kazakhstan, Canada and Japan. And then the 3 American teams going head to head in the final group with the Australians, Holly Harris and Jason Chan, who have qualified for the Olympics, and Hannah Lim and Yi Kwan as well for Korea, who also have qualified for the Olympics. So here we go. And what will the score be for Jamie and Everest? They're going to be at the bottom, I'm pretty sure, of the 3 that we've had so far.
And Everest have earned 43.73
Yeah,
points
43.73.
They are currently in
Just got to take that one on the chin and then come back as strong as they can on the free dance.
4.1373分。
Hoping for more, but to be honest, I don't think they could have expected much more than that.
Our next skiers represent Mexico.
接下来登场的是墨西哥组合。
So on the ice now, a team that have competed at the 4 Continents Championships before. They finished in 14th place last year. Had a pretty busy and successful season so far. We wish them well here. Representing Mexico, it's Paulo, Lanella Stanley and CG Urano. And he lost it in the forward outside twizzle. It's a tricky one, that one. Did well to stay on his feet. Really enjoyable program. I think they really enjoyed it as well. Makes such a difference if the skaters out on the ice are having as much fun as we are watching it. Great effort from Harlow Lanella Stanley and CG Urano. Not easy for them because they had quite a wait before the start of their program. Because the scores took so long from the previous team. So their goal, if they can, is to finish higher than 14th. And it's not a very big field here, so that should be a real possibility for them. So, like the choice of music at the beginning, just felt that second section, the Sex Bomb piece. Not really sure they skated to the music. Seemed to get back on song for the last bit. No problems on the first set of twizzles. It was this second one. Of course, the problem is right forward outside one. If you're watching, just lost it. Got to try and keep your weight over the middle of the skate for the twizzles. Don't want to end up rocking backwards and forwards too much. And it looked to me as though he got a little bit too much outside edge, to be honest. And the skate just ran away from him. Did really well to stay on his feet. Rotational lift, their last element, looked really, really good. I would imagine that all of the teams in this field should be able to get themselves a level 4 on this. And these two did just that. Yep, really fun to watch. Okay, 49.82 is their best score. Got that in the Skate to Milano qualifier. 44.96 it is, so they are in third place ahead of Jamie and Everest.
Our next skaters represent the People's Republic of China.
So
on the ice now, a team from China. Both 18 years of age. This is Shishi Xiao and Ling Hao He. Really attack that first set of twizzles. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yes, so much speed in that rotational lift at the end there. Really, really enjoyed that. Shishi, Xiao, and Ling Hao He for China. This is a team that did compete in the Four Continents Championships last year, where they finished in 10th place. A busy season, successful season too. But I thought they skated that really, really well. They've got over 60 points before in the rhythm dance, but not this season yet. Yeah, love the way they attacked it. In contrast to some of the other teams, I think they really did skate to the music. Yeah, we're going to see more technically demanding performances. But what they did, I thought they did really, really well. See there, even under the scrutiny of the slow-mos, the unison between them very good. Here's those twizzles, and I tell you, they were going in quite a speed into those. And just looking down, she's given a 4, and he gets a 3 on it. I think on that second set it might have been, I just checked a couple of the turns. Rotational lift, really, really good. Level 4 on that. And over 8/10 the grade of execution. So that's really, really good.
The scores, please.
So can they get over 60? Oh yeah, that's great. 61.26, it's third place, but it is the season's best score for them, so things going in completely the right direction. Very well deserved. Great job, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will now be a brief intermission while the ice is resurfaced.
So we take a look at how they stand after the opening group. And there it is. Wang and Jinyu Liu for China out in front. Lily Henson and Nathan Lickers in second place. We've got 2 more groups to go. Another 10 skaters. And you can see there, the Zambonis out doing their stuff. So we've got a 15-minute break before the introduction of the skaters for the second group. So we'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back with a live action very shortly. See you in a moment. Welcome back. Just about ready to get underway with the second group here in the rhythm dance. We've got teams from Brazil, China, Kazakhstan, Canada and Japan lined up here, all chasing that leading score 64.41 of Shiyu Wang and Xingyu Liu. So to get us underway, a team from Brazil, Natalie, Paulo Neves and Jean Panasar. Second time in the four continents for them. Second to go from China, here they are, Junfei Ren and Xianing Shing.
From Kazakhstan,
Third to go from Kazakhstan, Gauka Narizova and Buya Datiev. Sprinting out onto the ice, they're ready for this.
from Canada,
Then for Canada,
Fabri and Paulo.
here they come. Alicia, Fabri, Paul Air. Taking it all in their stride.
From Japan,
Got inside the top 10 last year, finished in 9th place.
and Morita.
And last to go in this group, the team from Japan, 8th last year, Utana Yoshida and Masaya Morita.
Skaters, your 5-minute warm-up begins now.
运动员现在将进行5分钟的
So there we go, 5 minutes to get the feel of the ice. And there's confirmation of how they'll go.
Together, these two
So to get us underway, it's Natalia, Paulo Neves and Jean Panasar for Brazil. These two train in London and in the USA, trained by Penny Coombs and Nick Butland, Karen Quinn and Alan Albretti as well, part of the coaching team for these two. Second time in the four continents for them. They were 14th back in 2024. Had a really good season, to be honest. 19th in the Golden Spin, 7th in the Bosphorus Cup. That was a great result for them. And 8th in the Denkova Stavisky Cup in Sofia.
They came together as a new ice dance team last season.
These two, the first team to represent Brazil in an ISU championships. So they'll be followed by the team from China, Junfei Ren and Xianing Shing. These two haven't been together that long, to be honest with you. First competitive season together was last year when they finished 12th in the four continents. They were the Chinese national champions straight away. So a team to watch, these two. They did compete in the World Championships but didn't make it into the free dance there.
These two have competed twice at both the four continents and world championships.
So then the team from Kazakhstan,
Gold and silver medals
Gauka Narizova and Buya Datiev. These two, third time for them in the four continents. Never got inside the top 10. But don't rule that out this year. Finished 4th in the Sofia Cup this season, 10th in the Bosphorus Cup and 8th in the NRW Trophy in Dortmund. So it's been a pretty good season for them.
These two skaters are two-time national bronze medalists who are ranked 4th.
And then the team from Canada, Alicia, Fabri and Paul Air. Finished 4th in Canadian Nationals this year, but they've been bronze medalists a couple of times before. Competed in the Four Continents Championships last year where they finished in 9th place, with 20th in the World Championships as well. Another team that's had a really busy season. 5th in the Kinoshita Group Cup in Osaka, 4th in the Dennis 10. Both of those events, Challenger Series events, And in the Grand Prix, they finished 9th in both of them, the NHK Trophy and Skate America. Look here at Utana Yoshida and Masaya Morita of Japan. These two now twice Japanese national champions, 8th in the four continents last year, 22nd in the World Championships. Only competed in one Grand Prix this season, finished 10th in the NHK Trophy, but did much better in the Challenger Series events. The Trialetti Trophy in Tbilisi, they finished in 5th place, was 7th in the Skate to Milano qualifier as well. So looking ahead to the final group, we've got 3 American teams in there. We've got Holly Harris and Jason Chan as well, who have qualified for the Olympics. Hannah Lim and Yi Kwan for Korea. They'll be last to skate. They also are a team that will be skating in Milan. The 3 American teams to look forward to: Una and Gage Brown, Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik, who have had a great season so far, and Caroline Green and Michael Parsons in there as well. So just about 30 seconds to go in this warm-up. Remember, the leader at the moment is Wang and Xinyu Liu with 64.41, and they were the first team to come out. Another team that will be competing at the Olympic Winter Games. That's the target for these teams. So looking down, really, it's probably just the last 2 teams that stand a chance of challenging for the lead here. But we'll see how things pan out.
Our next skaters represent Brazil.
So second time at the four continents for these two. And we wish them all the best here to get us underway. Natalia, Paulo Neves and Panasar for Brazil. Yeah, really well done after what was a little bit of a shaky start there. Talia, Paulo Nevesan, Jean Panasar for Brazil.
And Gage Panasar.
So it was a shaky start, but they were able to put that behind them and then focus on pushing through the program with no more mistakes, which was a great effort from these two. One thing I think they could really work on is just trying to get down in the knees a little bit more. There's Nick. He looks pleased. Yeah, it just looked to me as though they, rather than skate into the ice, which you see from the stronger teams, these two just skated a little bit above the ice. You can see he's all over the shop on those twizzles. Did so well to stay on his feet, to be honest. And he gets a base value for that. She still gets the level 4, but that's really going to hurt them. When you look at the leading team, got 8.71 for the twizzles. Their score at the end of the day was 3.36. So lost a fair bit there. Really good on the rotational lift. I thought the choice of music was really good for them, worked well. Knows exactly what they need to do. So 51.29 is their best score. Got that in the golden spin this year. But it's a 46.02. Yeah, it is 4th place for them. And with the way things went, I think that's probably about all they could have really expected.
Our next skaters represent the People's Republic of China.
So next up, a team who are the national champions of China. This is Junfei Ren and Xianing Shing. Finished in 12th place last year. Would love to get inside that top 10 if they can. so difficult to choose between these teams. Really great effort there from the Chinese national champions.
中国组合军飞新佳音。
Yeah, I think they'll be pleased. Technical panel just reviewing a couple of the elements. The Twizzles at the beginning, she gets a 3 and he gets a 4. That's been locked in. The midline step, both getting level 2s. That's a little bit better than the team that are leading at the moment. And then it's all going to come down to that component score and how the GOEs go. Judges going down with the grade of execution on the Twizzles slightly. So nearly a point lost there. So Twizzles see she's well to stay on her feet. Just lost the momentum there a little bit.
Introducing upon the mic, Corona in a dance hall fashion. We're gonna do a song you never heard in your whole life. Yes, ladies, listen to me.
So element to element, if you compare them with the leaders at the moment, these two lost about 2.5 points against the leaders on the Twizzles alone. When things are so tight between them, you can't afford to do that. So just on the back foot a little bit there. Needed to go clean, I think, if they were going to take the lead. They've not been in 60 points this season yet, but they have now 61.55. It's third place with a season's best score and a mistake, remember. So not too bad at all. Last year, representing Kazakhstan, this is Gauka Narizova and Buya Zanga Datiev. Bit of Prince, can't beat that. Well, a really fun program. Good speed across the ice. Skated to the music pretty well. Gotta say, I think particularly Buya Zanga, they've got to work on the basics. Undercuts. Just no real extension with the undercut on the push, whether it's going backwards or forwards. So for me, I would mark them down considerably for that. Even though some of the more difficult moves, when they're trying to do chock tours, difficult turns, not too bad, but basic skating skills I think really could be worked on. And then the level of everything else will go up with it. But I'm sure the coaches know and they'll work on it. Might get a chance to see what I mean when we look at the slow-mos. So I love the chemistry between them, the expression really projected out into the arena. There's those twizzles. See him rocking backwards and forwards a little bit on the skate and the twizzle. So his has gone down to a 2, hers is a 1. So she did have a little bit of trouble there. Yeah, lovely expression, and there's a great example of that chemistry between them. Position on the rotational lift, only a 3 on that.
Welcome to the dawn, playground for the new power generation.
Didn't get a chance to see any of the undercuts, but basically every time he takes a push, rather than really extend the foot underneath, you would cut the push short, so you end up catching the bottom toe pick, and you don't get as much power out the push. But it can be worked on, that's for sure. And yeah, not bad. It's the season's best score, 52-39, into 5th place for them.
武汉德里克瓦和维桑多尔两队分别拥有分为52.39分，绍兴赛季最好成绩，目前在联第5位。
Our next skaters represent Canada.
接下来登场是加拿大。
We're now a team that did get inside the top 10 last season. They were 9th at 4 continents, finished in 20th place in Boston at the World Championships. Ranked number 4 in Canadian Nationals. This is Alicia Fabri and Paulo. Yeah, that's more like it. Loved it. They really nailed that.
Representing Canada.
Well, that for me is light years better than anything that we've seen so far. Great interpretation. Fabulous speed across the ice. By far and away the most ice coverage that we've seen on any rhythm dance so far. The depth of the edge, really, really good. And you can really see that these two have spent a lot of time honing their craft, working on the exercises, working on their edge quality. Power of the edge, second to none so far. Really great. Well, they've been close to 70 points this season, 68.53. Did get 75 points just over a couple of seasons ago in the Tallinn Trophy. But I tell you what, I couldn't see much wrong with that. Look at the unison between them there, and arm movement, lovely rise and fall in the knee. Keeping nice and flat on the skate there, not checking those turns. It's really important on the twizzles. Both getting level 4s there. Technical panel didn't even have to review that. So good. Here's the rotational lift. That's got to be a 4 all day long. Midline step. She got a 3. He was dropped down to a 2. So lost a little bit there. Yeah, some real personality shooting out across the ice. So 68.53, best score this season. They need 64.42 to go into the lead. They're going to do that hands down, I would have thought.
The scores, please.
Let's take a look.
Alicia Fabri and Paulo have earned 73.20.
Yeah, 73.20, season's best score. Not far off their personal best. So, super stuff. We do have new leaders.
Our next skaters represent Japan. Yoshida, Utana, and
So,
Morita.
last to go in this group. A team that will be going to the Olympics, but they'll be competing in the team event only. They didn't qualify for the ice dance event. This is Utana Yoshida and Masaya Morita, two-time Japanese national champions. A little bit at the end there. Oh, that was electrifying. Really good speed throughout, skated to the music. Not an easy choice either. They had to work hard there. And that's exactly what they did. Not quite sure what happened on the twizzle, whether he did lose his balance or not, or it was just the angle we were looking at it. Just looked a little uncomfortable just right at the end of the twizzle. They were both called level 4s in real time. So hopefully we'll get a chance to take a look at that. Apart from that, there wasn't really very much to review. I think they skated the program pretty cleanly. Really fun team to watch. Utana Yoshida, Masaya Morita, the Japanese national champions. So yeah, there it was, just the end of the twizzle. Some good recovery. So indeed, his level has gone down to a level 3, and the grade of execution is not negative, but it's at face value. So they have lost a little bit there. But that's the only place really throughout the program that's a little bit suspect. That the GOE is moving about a little bit. It's gone up just a shade. Really nice through the rotational lift, level 4 for that. We've only had one lift so far, that hasn't been a level 4. Really good skating quality throughout the program. So that second score should be pretty good. So chasing that 73.20. Never been in the 70s before for the rhythm dance. Been close. So 67.31, it's second place. I think they'll take that. Ahead of Shinu Wang and Jingyu Liu for China, but still Alicia, Fabri and Paulo for Canada leading. So we've got one group to go, and that's the situation as we go into the final group. Alicia and Paul out in front. So things really do hot up here a little bit. Get us underway. Team that qualified for the Olympics, and rightly so in my book. Holly Harris and Jason Chan for Australia. Three teams from the USA here. And here the brother and sister team of Una Brown and Gage Brown. First time in the 4 continents for them. And here a team that finished in 2nd place in US Nationals this year. A team on the up and up. Boy oh boy do these two work hard. Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik. And here a team that were champions back in 2022, finished 4th in US Nationals this year, Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. And last to go, another team who have qualified for the Olympics and are always fun to watch, Hannah Lim and Yi Kwan. These two, the three-time national champions of Korea. So there's confirmation of how they'll go. And we could very well have new leaders after the first team have skated. See, looking down on the ice, the speed across the ice has gone up a notch. And first up, it'll be a team that's improving all the time. Australian national champions, team that finished second in the skate to Milano, that got them into the Olympics. Bronze medalist in the Bolero Cup, and finished second in Tbilisi as well. So they've had a really, really good season. It'd be wonderful to see them skate well here and get a good result leading up to the Olympics. This brother and sister team from the USA finished 6th at Nationals, but they've had a pretty good season this year. Una and Gage Brown finished 4th in the Golden Spin in Zagreb, 9th in the Finlandia Trophy, 6th in Skate America over the 2 Grand Prix, runners-up in the Challenger Series event in Almaty, the Dennis 10 Memorial, and they won the Lake Placid International beginning of the season. Really dynamic team. Talking about dynamic team, these two have really, really impressed this year. And everybody just marveling at how hard these two work. They will be competing in the Olympics. They were runners-up at US Nationals this year. They skated an absolute blinder. This is the 3rd time they've competed at 4 continents, but I think they're a lot better this season. They were 5th last year. Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik. He's originally from the Ukraine. And he got his US citizenship in the summer of last year.
These two superseded after 2019 and won the 4-continent title in their debut at that event.
And they'll be followed by Caroline Green and Michael Parsons, who finished 4th in US Nationals this year. They would have been disappointed to be down at 4th place. But they have won this title back in 2022. And they've had a really good season. 3rd in the Warsaw Cup, 3rd in the NHK Trophy in Osaka, won a bronze medal in the Andrei Nepelan Memorial as well. Runners-up in the Road to 26, the Olympic Winter Games test event. He in fact was World Junior Champion with his sister back in 2019. And last to go, love watching these two, Hannah Lim and Yi Kwan for Korea. 3rd time for them competing in the 4 continents. 6th last year. They were runners-up in the World Junior Championships back in 2023. They are now the 3-time and reigning Korean national champions. These two, the first ice dancers from Korea to medal at ISU Championships. And that was that silver medal that they won at the World Junior Championships. Kwan, originally from Reykjavik in Iceland, and he got his Korean citizenship in December 2024, which means he can compete, or they can compete in the Olympics this year. Into the final minute now. Just a reminder of the score that they're all reaching for. It's 73.20. Alicia, Fabri and Paul for Canada leading at the moment. And just to remind you how they'll go, Holly Harris, Jason Chan for Australia first to go. Then the 3 American teams, Una and Gage Brown, will head them off. Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik will follow them. Then Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. Last to go, Hannah Lim and Yi Kwan for Korea. Gonna be fun, this group. You can sense the tension, can't you?
Our next skaters represent Australia.
So to get us underway in the final group here of the rhythm dance at the Four Continents Championships 2026 here in Beijing. It's the Australian national champions, Holly Harris and Jason Chan. Jennifer Lopez for us. Oh, she put her foot down. Well, that's a real shame. Just that one slight error on the twizzles. Not sure if something happened in the midline step as well. Just looking down, she's got a level 1 on that. Maybe just reflecting on the mistake at the beginning of the program. But I've got to say that even after the mistake, they kept pushing through the program, sold it really, really well. Don't know if she's a little tight in the knee after the mistake. But it was just a small error, but it's going to cost them. The level's gone down. The grade of execution is going to go down for that first element. That's the only element that gets a negative GOE. Such a fun team to watch. So we'll have to wait and see what the impact is of that. It's a team that's got over 70 points this year, so just watch the free leg there. She just went over the toe, didn't she? And the free foot went down. So important on those twizzles. You've got to stay over the middle of the skate. You don't want to rock backwards and forwards. She disguised it well though. Didn't let it affect the rest of the program. That was what's so impressive. So, technical panel have taken a look at those twizzles, and yeah, her level's gone down to a 3. He stays at a 4. The GOE has gone down by just under half a point. So it's not the end of the world, that. So I'd imagine it does mean they're unlikely to lead at this point, which is what they would have wanted to do. Remember, they've got to get 73.21 to go into the lead. So that's close to a season's best for them. Yeah, 68.33. It is second place. And I think they can accept that. Loved it though.
Our next skaters represent the United States of America.
So the first of 3 teams representing the USA. Brother and sister team debuting at the 4 Continents Championships here in Beijing. We wish them well. Team that finished in 6th place at US Nationals this year. This is Una and Gage Brown. Well, that was really, really sharp. Enjoy watching these two. Una and Gage Brown for Team USA. Quite the debut, huh? Lots of fun. Well, they have been over 70 points this year. And you'd imagine that that will be good enough to get over 70 points again. Very, very strong. Speed across the ice, I think, is second to none. And I love the way they really get into their knees. And I was saying earlier about skating into the ice, and these two do just that. Some of the teams earlier on, we saw them skating above the ice, which you don't get the same impact, don't get the same power across the ice. Basic skating skills of these two, very, very strong indeed. And, then it makes the turns and the technical elements that much better. This was super. This was dangerous, but a lot of fun. Yeah, so many picture-perfect moments. So yeah, just taking a look through the twizzles, spotting with the head, but not with the foot, which is the important thing. So twizzles, he gets a 2, she got a 4. Step, he got a 3 and she got a 1, so mixing it up a little bit. Yeah, no problems with the 4 on the rotational lift. But the important thing for them looking down, there are no negative GOEs, and that will be crucial for them. So they've had 73.91 this year, got that at the Dennis 10 Memorial. And they need 73.21 to go into the lead.
Una Brown and Gage Brown have earned 74.2.
Oh yeah, 74.24. It is a season's best score. That's super stuff. In fact, that's a personal best score for them. And they go into the lead. Well done, guys. Well deserved too.
Our next skaters represent the United States of America.
So now a team that really are on the up and up. You want to keep your eyes on these two. Runners up at Nationals this year. Team that have been close to the podium at 4 continents before. But I think they're at a different level this year. Let's see how this goes for Amelia Zingas and Vadim Golesnik. Super deep edges through that step sequence. Real quality to the turns. Oh, that's brilliant. Wow. Well, I feel like these two are just making a statement out there. Getting stronger and stronger every time they come out, using every opportunity to improve and impress the judges. And at the same time, put fear into their competitors. Amazing stuff. Amelia Zingas and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA. Really, really enjoyed that. Now, not only was it skated really well, but technically, I think it was probably the most difficult program that we've seen so far. And it had quality etched all over it. And looking down the technical panel, I'm not going to look at anything. Everything's got really good grades of execution. Choreographic sequence, nearly 5 points in the GOE. Amazing stuff. Well, Igor Spielband, who coaches these two in Novi, Michigan, must be so excited. This was amazing. The edge quality and control throughout this step sequence. Back outside Choctaw, and the depth of the edges was insane. So much fun. And here they are on the twizzles. Really good unison through that. Amazing speed on the turns. Really good accuracy as far as where they wanted their weight to be over the skate. Fabulous transitions all the way through the program. Look at the extension. Attention to detail. Everything finished off. A team that worked really, really hard. First one's onto the ice, the last one's off on practice sessions. And an indication is that they're here. Just a couple of weeks before the Olympic Winter Games. That team event, should they participate in that, will be right at the beginning. So there they are, there's the team. A very proud Mr. Spielband. Done it again, hasn't he? Surely that's going to take the lead. Yeah, 79.97. They do go into the lead very, very close to their season's best. In fact, their personal best. And very well deserved as well. Really enjoyed it. Now, can it be beaten?
Our next skater is representing the United States of America.
Well, this team could beat that score. A team that finished in 4th place at Nationals this year, and a busy season and a successful season. Former champions back in 2022. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. That was fun. Uncanny unison throughout those twizzles. Just a little bit of a movement of the free leg from Michael on that last set. I'd need to lie down after that. Amazing stuff. They kept their cool and the pressure was on. Caroline Green, Michael Parsons, USA.
Caroline Green and Michael Parsons.
I mean, they really needed to be on the money because they've got to get a season's best score if they're to go into the lead here. And that, to be honest, would be their goal at this point. Really super. Must have been disappointed to be down in 4th place at Nationals this year. They were bronze medalists last year. They were runners-up back in 2023. But their thunder has definitely been stolen by Amelia and Vadim, who are leading here at the moment. Group hug.
Baby, just sing about the groove. Sing it.
Really good program. Enjoyed it a lot. 1, 2, 3. Thought we just had a bobble on that last set of twizzles. And looking down, yeah, the technical battle, I haven't looked at it, so it stayed at level 4s. Literally nothing between these two American teams. For me, if I was looking at the edge quality, power of the edge, depth of the edges, I'd perhaps give it to Amelia and Vadim. But you'd have to be happy either way, wouldn't you? So close.
The scores, please.
So 79.97 is the target. Oh, it's close. 78.66. Well, it's all on the free. They're in the mix. They're in behind their teammates at the moment. It is a USA 1-2-3 with 1 to go.
Our final skiers represent the Republic of Korea.
So last to go, team that finished in 6th place last year. They're the 3-time Korean national champions. Always a lot of fun. Bit of Men in Black for Hannah Lim and Yi Kwam. got that all wrong. It was a lot of fun. They sold it well, but there was, at the end of the day, quite a big mistake there in the Twizzles from E, and he knows it.
Representing Republic of Korea,
韩国组合。
So Hannah Lim, Yi Kwan for Korea. That's their challenge here to take the lead, but that's not going to happen with that performance for dead sure. And it just remains to see how far down they're going to finish. Remember Holly Harris and Jason Chan for Australia, they're in 5th place at the moment. They had a mistake. They got 68.33. I'd imagine it's going to be somewhere around there. That sort of score, maybe even a little bit less. We'll see. But that performance, I don't think will challenge any one of the top 3 American teams. So it does look like, at the moment, Team USA and then the rest of the field in the rhythm dance. Of course, there's a lot of points at stake in the free dance. Things can change. So here's that twizzle. Is this the one that he went? Ah, it's this one. On the right foot. It's the harder one, yeah, you can see where he got too far over the front of the skate, had to put the foot down, and the end result is that he ends up with base value, so no levels at all on that. And, she has a level 4. But, obviously the base value's gone down of the element, and they've lost just over a point in the GOE.
My name is QB and I blow your mind with the when I step up in the spot.
So their season's best score 76.02. I don't think they're going to get anywhere near that.
Utana and Fornier Average 66.05.
No, they've left themselves with an awful lot to do. 66.05, and he knows he's kicking himself for that. So they've got to come back really, really strong in the free dance, and there's confirmation they're down in 7th place.
Our opening ceremony, followed by the pairs short program, which will begin at 8 p.m. Please stay with us.
So that concludes the rhythm dance, and that's how it looks. It's a 1-2-3 for Team USA. Amelia Zingha and Vadim Kolesnik out in front. Caroline Green and Michael Parsons, former champions, of course, in 2nd place, and Una and Gage Brown in 3rd. Top Canadian team, Alicia, Fabri and Paul Ayer there. Holly Harris and Jason Chan, remember they did make a mistake, and they're in 5th place, but really capable of moving up. And that's the situation further down. So that's our 2nd event of the day, and it didn't disappoint, that's for sure. Some really, really good skating there, and the American team will be thrilled to be 1, 2 and 3 going into the free dance. And if you enjoyed that and you want more today, we've got one more event. It's the pairs short program, and that'll be in just over an hour's time. See the Zambonis down there doing their stuff, and we should get a chance to look at the top 3 again. And it'll be the opening ceremony for these championships. Super conditions here, they really do know how to put down a sheet of ice, I can tell you. The National Indoor Stadium here in Beijing, a fantastic venue for this 4 Continents Championships. So a chance now to look back at the top 3, and there they are, Una and Gage Brown for the USA, brother and sister team, debuting here at the 4 Continents Championships, and they've done themselves proud. Really good performance, flawless throughout, that deep knee bend really getting into the ice. They look so relaxed, really, really confident with everything they did. So 74.28 their score. They go into the free dance with about a point in hand over the Canadian team in 4th place. In 2nd, it's Caroline Green and Michael Parsons. A team that won here back in 2022. Haven't been on the podium since then. It's the 4th time for them competing at the 4 Continents Championships, but I think they'll be pleased with how things went here. They've got themselves in the mix going into the free dance. That's the important thing. There literally is nothing in it. Really, really strong performance from them. But the leaders at the moment, and the team to watch, a lot of excitement about this team. Zingha and Vadim Kolesnik for the USA. Remember, they were runners-up at Nationals this year, a team that never got on the podium at 4 Continents, and they go into this free dance in the lead. They've got to be right on the money, but a job well done in the rhythm dance, that is for sure. really fun to watch. So much attention to detail all the way through the program, and real quality to every element. That's what made the difference. That grade of execution for them, superb. So that's it. We've got about an hour's break before the pairs short program. Hope you enjoyed it, but we're going to take a break. From myself, Chris Howarth, and the rest of the team here in Beijing, for the moment, cheerio.